big through the onside, 6 more. And so 5 deliveries and in the distance.
So 30 off the first over. Ball played up towards a short square leg, an easy single. Oh, it doesn't make any difference. Chima goes again for the maximum. He goes up to 36. 6 sixes. It's 37 for none.
And standing on delivering 7 deliveries that he has faced, and 6 sixes in those 7 deliveries. Only 1 dot ball would have gone by the blade of Rizwan. And this time,
International, 16 T20 International. He gets a short ball.
Nikhil Dutta to face Hutchinson. Outside the off stump, and so Hutchinson, Tigers under pressure. Can Hutchinson deliver? Here he is moving in. Ball defended into the offside. And there is no runs.
So much to the relief of US Tigers there, Carl. A dot ball against Rizwan Chima.
Yes, Len, as he picks out Mark Dial at point. So first delivery, a dot resulting. One of the rare dots we've seen to Chima so far, but Captain Sunju Patel, very experienced.
So we welcome back Jamie Lloyd, and Jamie, 6 sixes so far from Rizwan Chima. It's 38 for none.
Afternoon, gentlemen. I thought I would come and join the party. In fact, since I've sat down, there's been no runs scored.
So that passes the leg stump off on the inside edge.
Perilously close to that leg stump. A ball well bowled by Sunju Patel, taking the pace off, angled into Chima. He had a mighty heave, ball just short of a length, and keeping a tad low, taking a thick inside edge and going perilously close to the leg stump. And Sunju Patel, holding his head in disbelief, thought he had his man on that occasion.
So hammered away towards the onside, and it bounces away for 4. So 4 more out off the bat of Rizwan Chima. He goes up to 43.
So more runs here as the ball is whipped around towards backward square, beats the man into the boundary. And so Nikhil Dutta getting into the act. He was on 1 with Chima on 49. And so he gets his first boundary.
Elmore Hutchison, here he is. Could be leg by here. Umpire Muhammad Ali walks to the square, signals a leg by. And the fact is, Carl, the very first ball that Elmore Hutchinson bowled to Rizwan Chima, it went over mid-off for 6. So Chima is on 49. Ball taken on the equipment, can't score, so he remains on 49. So Nisarj Patel would have been quite lucky that Sunju has called him up when Rizwan Chima is in the pavilion. It's 56 for 1, here he is. Ball worked away nicely here by Dutta. Will they come back for 2? In fact, the man is giving chase. Brown gets onto it. Makes a very good save there.
Head to the Cricket Store Online Facebook page for details of that competition. So thank you very much, Jason Mallet, for putting up that prize. It's fantastic for our viewers. An opportunity to win a brand new set of batting pads as Elmore Hutchison continues from the far end of the ground.
And kudos to Elmore Hutchinson, was really bowled well. Under the circumstances, he has held a tidy line.
Since then, just conceded 6 additional runs. Ball guided away to Nisarj Patel, up at third man. 65 for 2, Baker faces his first ball. So the ball goes straight to Timil Patel. The marksman is 65 for 2 at the end of 6.
And I think there, Len, Timil Patel may have cemented his reputation. Ball going straight to him from Baker. Baker looked, saw who it was, and decided perhaps I shouldn't take a chance here. And he was back on the bike and back in the crease. So 6 overs completed, and it's been a flying start by Gladiators, but US Tigers slowly working themselves back into some bit of respectability here, pegging the run rate back quite significantly. And so the run rate, which had been 14 when Dutta was on fire, well, it had been 30 if you just took the first over by itself, has suddenly been pulled back to just under 11, 10.83 to be exact. It's 65 for 2 at the end of 6.
So bowling change again from the Tigers. Roy De Silva to bowl his first over from the commentary box end of the grounds. Roy De Silva, of course, one of the big guns for the US Tigers. He'll feature later with the bat as well. We know how destructive he can be with the bat, but it was in the semi-final that his bowling really came to the fore. And he's been tasked with the job here by Captain Sanju Patel, who has marshalled his troops exceptionally well, given the fireworks earlier on by Rizwan Chima.
So as Roy De Silva comes in here, gentlemen, the $60,000 will be shared between these two teams here. $50,000 will go with the team that wins this game, and $10,000 will go towards the loser. Additionally, 2 losing semi-finalists will be getting $6,000 each. Play here for this match. Oh, he knocks him off.
So knocked over here, Roy De Silva strikes, clattering middle and off stumps. Was done by Chima. And so Davidson and Orlando Baker coming together in the wicket. Both men playing in the Texas leagues, but also would have played at the schoolboy level. Represented Jamaica at the junior level as well. Down the leg side for a wide. And so despite the heroics of Rizwan Chima, another loud appeal. This time not out, says umpire Muhammad Ali. And
comes in here at 21 for 1.
Oh, and a good delivery first up.
And Darian Powell in fine form here. Taken, Ali is gone. Darren Powell deep. And squares up De Silva straight away. And so this is good bowling, good fast bowling here.
So the dot ball means that Powell finishes with a 2-wicket maiden.
Ball outside the off stump and a big carry as the ball flies off the deck and goes through to Davian Davidson standing back.
So ball cut down to a wide third man position for an easy single, 28 for 2. And the fact is, the required run rate is about 9 and over. They're going at exactly 6 at the moment. And the way, of course, it gets up to 9, they will have to build it up. It's not like magic, Jamie, that it comes out of the hat straight like that. They'll have to build it up. And so they're scoring at 6. They'll need to get it up to perhaps up to 9, the required rate. And now Mark Dial comes into strike. He's on 10.
But the point that was made earlier is that given the bowling strength of Gladiators, number of quality spinners in their lineup, if U.S. Tigers are to make hay while the sun shines, as they say, perhaps they may have to look to do it against these quicker bowlers before the spinners kind of come in and pull things back, as now Powell has gone to strengthening the slip cordon, adding a second slip. And the ball finding the edge and going up into a third man region. And a single there. So Powell doing well, angling the ball across Dial. And perhaps may have done well with.
It's a good looking shot here from Mark Dial. It goes bouncing away for 4.
So Finley, as they say, sometimes have to let cooler heads prevail.
Mark Dial continues to post good scores today. He's on 29. Oh, that's a good looking shot again. That's a good looking shot, 6 of them. And Mark Dial goes up to 35, brings up the 50, it's 53 for 2.
Courtesy of Mark Dial, who has batted well all day long. Roy De Silva on strike, facing Siddiqui.
So ball, a streaky 4 here. It goes up to third man, trying to.
Ball short outside the off stump. And it just slaps it up into the covers for an easy single. And off late, Roy De Silva has joined the party. It's 84 for 2. Big in the air is a man in the deep, settling under it, takes the catch, and Roy De Silva gives it away.
Overs left in the championship to see who will be crowned the US Open 2014 champion.
Ball hit in the air towards mid-wicket, and back towards long on, and a wicket fall of the Philadelphia Cricket League, and also founder and CEO of ucricketer.com. And uCricketer is a cross between the social networks, or it's similar to social networks LinkedIn and Facebook, where cricketers and personalities can go to create profiles. And so you're encouraged to take a look at uscricket.com. Throw out to the non-striker's end, and has been run out. Brilliant bit of work. And it's Darren Powell, the man who has done it. It may have been as Darren Powell has done it. Brilliant bit of work. Timil Patel sent on his horse. It's 102 for 5.
Essentially, valve releasing shot. They've made a few adjustments to the field, so good, smart thinking by both bowler and captain here. They've added an extra man to the leg side boundary, thinking that maybe Hutchinson will be targeting that area of the field.
So Hutchinson goes up through the offside. Can only get one.
Sensible batting here from Elmore.
Full toss and low full toss. The ball hit down the ground. And the throw comes in at the non-striker's end. And brilliant bit of work from, and it's Rizwan Chima, the man who is involved there. And a run out affected. Ball hit straight to Chima. He picked up cleanly and fired. Direct hit sends Nisarg Patel on his way. 143 for 7.
Well, you cannot keep this man out of the game today. Rizwan Chima is having an absolute blinder. Everything he touches seems to turn to gold at the moment.
We've come to the end of this US Open 2014, and the man winning the title for his team, Elmore Hutchinson, is joining us. He had balls going all over the place. Probably the biggest six ever struck here went into the adjoining ground. Just to recap a bit, the Gladiators batted first 162, and the US Tigers, of which Hutchinson plays for, 163 for 7. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
At that point in time, going into bat with your team on the back foot, how it felt like? What was your game plan walking into bat?
Well, I mean, going in, I know I'm kind of like the last guy they're depending on to try and finish the game. So I just stay focused as usual. And I played on this wicket like early in the morning, so I kind of have an idea how it's playing. So I kind of utilize that. So, and it play out to the best of my ability. Yeah.
Well, that was a fantastic innings, Elmo. I mean, at the end of the day, as I say, you brought it home for your team, US Tigers. But tell me something about the entire tournament itself. You know, how you felt participating in the tournament, and what has it done for US cricket in the US?
I think this tournament is pretty good. It brings players from all around the world, you know, and it's good for the US in the cricket in the US. It helps the cricketers like play against other international players, so they can, you know, get a lot of experience and how they're, you know. Yeah. So it's been very good.
Well, congratulations to you, congratulations to your team, and I hope you all enjoy the victory. I know you're going to be celebrating, so all the best.
Thank you very much.
Great. All right. So that's it. As we wrap up the Monday night cricket show here, and also the US 2014 US Open tournament, T20 tournament. Fantastic tournament indeed, Vinod.
Yeah, wonderful, you know, and the difference is here, Omar, the quality of cricket, the quality of the organization. Yeah. But, you know, you're looking at it, and every year we are coming to this, and the level of organization seems to improve to an extent where today we were presented flyers with the dates for next year's tournament.
Correct, and that just showed that a lot of pre-planning, right, has taken place, and the tournament is growing. And now that it's been ICC sanctioned and approved by the West Indies Cricket Board, I'm sure we're going to see a lot more international players, a lot more teams coming in and getting involved in the tournament for next year.
Yes, definitely so. And you know, I want to say congratulations to the organizers and to say, well, you know, it has been a blast being up here, Omar.
Oh yeah, fantastic as usual. But more importantly, as you said, Vinod, you know, seeing the organization, seeing the level of participation and the professionalism in which the tournament has been organized this year, it augurs well for future tournaments and augurs well for cricket on the whole.
Definitely, and it shows, you know, what organization could do and what it could lead to. We are seeing proper organization. Initially, a couple of years ago, when cricket started to play here, you know, we came and there were so many problems in terms of even as simple as getting spectators through the turnstile. Now you're looking on and you're seeing, and you know, this is, and it brings me to think, Omar, probably this was the reason why, you know, the ICC wanted cricket to come to these parts, because if cricket catches on here, you know, it could reach very, very far indeed.
Definitely, definitely. Well, we have a lot more interviews coming up for you. We're going to be interviewing some of the Trinidadian players who participated in the final. Yeah. We have Adrian Ali, Mark Dial, Patrick Nicholas, Andre Brong. A lot of players from Trinidad participated in the final. We're going to get some interviews with them. And of course, we're also going to have the closing ceremony. Vinod will be doing the wrap-up with Mark, the owner and founder of this tournament, and who I'm sure is very proud coming to the end of the 2040 tournament. So Vinod will wrap up with those interviews. But in the meantime, stay tuned, because we have lots more action coming from the US T20 Open 2014. Well, welcome back to Trinidad and Tobago, and as I said, we are here for the 2014 US Open MAC T20, and we have a man who has been, well, not only participating over the years, but I'm sure he's very happy this evening because he has been in the winning team, the team that won the tournament this year, the US Tigers. Adrian Ali from Trinidad and Tobago. Adrian, how are you?
I'm good. It feels good once more. This is the third time I'm in a winning team. We won twice with Trinidad and now with US Tigers here. I mean, it's been a long road for this team. It's been a very, very long road. The past two tournaments with these teams in US Open, we were knocked out at semi-final stage. So it's a well-deserved victory, I think.
And it's good to see so many of the young Trinidadian players, getting involved, and so many other Trinidadian players and West Indian players. In your team, I saw Andre Brown, Patrick Nicholas, Mark Dial. I saw Mark played a brilliant innings of 51 here today.
Yeah, of course. At one point in the tournament, Mark was dropped. He was dropped at one point, and only because of an injury, he was brought in back, and he performed really great in the semi-final and final of the tournament. So it was good to see him pick up on the opportunity.
And what do you think about the whole participation in this US Open tournament? Guys like you, yourself, and other youngsters getting an opportunity to come here and perform. I'm sure, and now that the tournament has been ICC sanctioned, I'm sure a lot of other people are looking at you all, and there may be other opportunities. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good to see the cricket in the US growing and guys from Trinidad getting opportunities. When I was asked by my team manager, he asked for some players, and off the bat, I checked the big name guys like, Riyadh and all of those guys were occupied. So I had to get in some of these guys here, and when I did, well, I turned to Brown and Petrock and Dial, and without, they got on one time with us. So
Great. It's fantastic, and giving the guys an opportunity to come here and play cricket. I also saw a lot of Jamaicans.
Yeah.
I saw my good friend Marshall.
Yeah, Xavier,
Xavier Marshall, the X-Man, with you all.